Good morning everybody, Vanessa Kim here. Lovely to have you here with me today on this lovely Saturday morning. I am taking my little doggy Lily for a walk at the lake. We come to this lake quite often. Say hello to the little baby. Hello. You're going to go walkie soon. Yes. So last time I think I did mention to you when I was down on the lake, because I kayak down here a lot, I tied Lily with the leash. She's got a long leash to one of the side panels on the kayak, and whilst I was putting the seat into the kayak, she dragged it off from me into the lake and then into the bush, and I couldn't actually grab her or the kayak. She sort of hooked herself around and then she was chasing the ducks, and she's just duck crazy, this little girl. And I just was so scared. You know, I haven't got on the kayak since. I've actually been traumatized by it. And of course I was taking her to the vet, and she'd hurt her back and she couldn't jump up on the couch or on the bed anymore. And oh dear, and I was watching her every minute to see that she was okay. Just a bit of a nut about my dog. But anyway, so she's better now, so she's got no problems. And I'm contemplating kayaking again, but this time I will not allow her to get on the kayak until everything's done. She'll have to sit in the car and wait for me with the windows open for a few minutes until it's all ready, and then I'll get her on there. Today I'm going to talk a bit about soft dramatic casual wear and other Kibbe types for casual wear, and also for you to think about what you need in your wardrobe to create casual wear. I've had quite a lot of requests for this on my Instagram and Facebook page, as well as in the comments for the videos. So thank you so much for all the comments. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and click the bell. Love having you here. It's so great. With soft dramatic, what you're looking for is one long line of color. So this starts to get you to look in your wardrobe. Instead of constantly buying new clothes and spending a lot, you can start thinking in terms of, what have I got that I could just create one long line from? And I've got a lot of tights in my wardrobe. I've got navy, I've got an Air Force blue, I've got black, I've got charcoal, and I've got a turquoisey green color, which is just wonderful. Now, I haven't thought much about those. In fact, last winter when I wore them with hoodies, I was always feeling guilty. I was like, oh, this is just a bit sloppy. I need to really get a better wardrobe together. Now I'm starting to realize, hang on a minute, I actually felt really good in those things, and they were creating the vertical tee for me. So that was actually right. Yesterday, I was going out with some friends for dinner, and I said, oh my God, you know, I really don't have any sort of semi-casual things to wear. It's a cold night, and really my wardrobe's just rubbish. It's got virtually nothing in it. Now, I'm saying that because that's a typical thought I always have of why I go and buy new clothes. And I haven't gone and done a colour. I'm just waiting for my exams to be over at uni. Then I'm going to go through and really cull it and look at what I've got. Knowing what I know now, I won't be throwing out things that could actually work, because I want to make the things in my wardrobe work. I really do. I had a pair of black tights in my wardrobe, and I was desperately trying to think, what top am I going to wear, because that's what I've always struggled with. And where I've made a mistake is I've had different color tops. Was in the shops yesterday, and I found a lovely fine knit with a small little pointed collar and a V-neck buttoned fine knit black jumper. It came down to the crotch, and I thought, that's what I'll do. I'll just wear one long line of color. And I took it home and put it on with the tights, and then I had little black flat Zara shoes on with it. Didn't it look lovely? And that's when it dawned on me. And I thought, you know what? Soft dramatics don't need to get all hooked up on a whole lot of different tops and things like that. What we need to realize is that we are just a canvas from top to bottom, one color. And it's a challenge to do that. It's a challenge to find one color. I was looking in the shops yesterday, as I said, for the top and bottoms to match. and all there was black and charcoal and navy. And I was thinking to myself, this is going to be very boring. I mean, I do already have those colour tights in my wardrobe, but to find the cardigans or jumpers to match, this is going to be really challenging to find different colours. And then I realised we don't need to do that. We can stick with the charcoal, the black, you know, the cream if we want to, if stone colours. But you have to also look at the contrast for you. You see, I've got dark eyes and my hair naturally is dark. So this blonde colour, you know, might have allowed me to wear all cream or something. I do find that the darker colours seem to look better on me. I found a little beanie that I'd bought in Paris, and it was quite a slouchy one, and it was in mohair, grape colour. The jumper was a little bit bigger so that it just sat still nicely though into the hip and into the waist, and then I had this purple little beanie on, and then I had a little bag that was gold and caramel. I picked that up at a thrift store, which was a designer bag from the 80s. I only picked it up, I mean, it's too old-fashioned now, in my opinion, but the only reason I picked it up was because the scale was right. So you've got to find the scale of your bag, and the scale is right, so it still looks okay. It picked up on the gold in my Zara shoes, pulled everything together. But this is what we've got to think about with casual wear. How do we pull it all together? What are we going to do to create one look? Today I've got on a jacket that I'd found in the top of my cupboard that I'd put up there. It actually comes down to mid-thigh. It's an anorak material, so it's got that fine material, but this collar here is sort of drapish and soft, so that really works. And then I've got on a V-neck singlet which comes down below my crotch. I cannot tell you how important that is if you are a soft dramatic, to have your top coming down so you don't break the line higher up. You've got to keep that lower line. And then I've just got navy tights on, and then I've got some nude sneakers, and looks so nice. Looks just so nice. And if I've got to go and buy a little beanie, some other colour beanies, and some little scarves, but just thin and long, so that you can sort of drape it around, keeping skin here, drape it around to enhance the tee without being too bulky. Like the one that I wore last night was just too bulky. But I'm just sharing this because we're just putting our wardrobe together, and I'm in the same boat. I haven't wanted to spend any money on clothes until I really know what I'm doing, and now I've figured it out, you know, and I'm just starting to look. And it takes ages to find anything in the shop, absolutely ages. What I'd suggest for the other body types, we know that dramatic, classic should really wear the same line all the way down, and then they can wear a little belt, a little coloured different belt. We know that classics themselves look better with one line of colour. They can wear different accessories. The gamines look a bit better with a broken up line because it adds that length to them. It's the actual opposite. For the people that are long, that you cut yourself in half, it makes you look a bit funny. And with the smaller petite people, when you cut yourself in half, it actually makes you look, there's a lot more going on, and it makes you look longer in a way. Not that you're trying to look longer or shorter, but you don't want to look not like yourself. And by creating just one length for a gamine, I think it's also boring for a gamine, because a gamine's actually got, it's a real character really. They've got this fun brightness about them, so they need to have interest in their clothes. For a dramatic, all one length, and you can have pegged pants down the bottom, and they can be slightly baggy. So, you know, you've got that long vertical line that can carry off just a little bit of bagginess, but not too much. The soft dramatic really needs to keep them tight, no flared. People say, well, let's break the rules, and let's break Kibbe's rules and be creative. Well, that's fine. You can do whatever you want. You know, you can break the rules. You can wear whatever you want. I mean, I don't wear my Kibbe lines all the time, but I try to, because it just makes me feel better. When I look in the mirror, I feel like I've got it right. And you know what they say? They say first master something and then break the rules. Don't break the rules before you've mastered it, because then you're not even doing it. You just for some reason don't want to do it. Well, don't then. Don't follow Kibbe then. I'm seeing a few people talking about things like that. Not on my video channel. I seem to have people that are actually quite into it and wanting to get it right. But I do see it around, and I just think to myself, well, just don't relate to, don't be Kibbe then, you know. Even when you see stars that are not wearing the right line, they might be creative and it might be a bit different, but it doesn't look as good on them. You know, there's just no question about it. They just don't look as good. So if you want to look fantastic, follow the Kibbe lines. You are going to look amazing. And all your wardrobe will work together and fit together. So that's going to be great. For the romantics as well, even the romantics look better with one long line. Not long, but one line of colour. It's so amazing how many body types are supposed to actually wear one monochrome colour. Of course, with the romantics, monochrome is not your colour. Dull monochromes are not your colour. So you want to have things like salmon and blueberry and raspberry, and these are the colours, food colours. These are the best colours for your clothes. So you've got a romantic lightness about you. And the fabrics that you're going to wear in your casual wear, they're going to be quite lightweight. Whereas for the soft dramatic, they're going to be middleweight. You know, they're going to have a bit of a stretch. Well, they're going to have a lot of stretch. And the romantics are going to have a stretch as well. So if you're going to have jeans for a romantic, you're going to have them that are going to stretch over the curves. Otherwise, you're going to be so uncomfortable. You're going to need a higher waist for a soft dramatic. I'm not sure with a romantic what works for you waist-wise. If you know that, leave a comment below. I'm interested in that. But definitely for the soft dramatic, we need high waist. So high-waisted tights, high-waisted jeans, definitely a lot of stretch. And as I said, tops that come down below the crotch. For the romantics, you just want to make sure that you're really highlighting your hip and your bust and your waist, so that you've got a belt. If you've got a longer top, you've got a belt that's belting in at the waist and skimming over the hips. For soft dramatic, you're not wearing a belt, but you could, but you know, you can have bows and you can have drapes around the tummy area in the tops, but just make sure that they're the same color as the pants. For the flamboyant natural, you know, you can wear different shapes and colors going all the way down and a bit more boxier. So you can wear the boxy jackets, you can wear the flared things. I saw a lady in the shop yesterday and she was a flamboyant natural. She was a very large lady and she looked so sad, and she pulled out a dress, and it was the perfect dress for her. It was really wide, and it was a softish fabric, but it was just very perfect for her. And I thought to myself, that's the one for you. And she loved it, and you could see how she was loving it, and then she put it back. And what she went and got was just some lifeless top that was sleeveless, and it was just a it's just a lifeless kind of top. And then she pulled another one out, and I said to her, you know what, that will look amazing on you. And she said, really? I said, yeah, you to me look like a flamboyant natural. Have a look at the Kibbe types, because I think that you're a flamboyant natural, and if you wear these kinds of clothes, you're going to feel amazing. And I can see that you light up when you took that off the rack, that other one. She said, yeah, I did, but I just thought it wasn't for me. I said, yeah, go try it on. So you see, you can definitely have heavier shoes with that, you know, so you can have sort of like the light wide dress with Doc Martens. You know, you can wear that if you're a flamboyant natural. And if you're a natural, again, you know, natural casual for you is easy. You know, you're wearing shorts, you're wearing jeans, you're wearing jackets, crop jackets, little leather jackets, suede jackets, suede boots with it. I mean, it's easy for you. You can do a bit of color blocking, it's not a problem. It's easy. So I hope that helps, and have a lovely weekend, everybody. Bye.